everybody, and welcome to tonight's session of The Adventures in the Masquepade. Oh god, the stream's up again. I can hear the Doppler effect. Every time I think it's gone. There we go, muted. Cool. I am your DM, KaiTheCat, as always, and we'll just go down the list and introduce everybody in the Discord.
You might always last.
My name is Aaron. I am playing Augusteen.
I'm DJ and I'm playing Hadriel.
Accurately.
I am Isla and I am playing Lizbit.
I am Raven and I'm playing Boon.
I'm Tork and I'm playing Toreen.
And I'm Wolfie. I'm playing Boon.
And when we last left off, the party had... Why is there a random red... Sorry, I saw something on the map. When we last left off, the party had met back with Nightingale and the sheriff, and at the moment where something odd seemed to happen to Boon, Hadriel's mask came off after discovering their identity. Now they have a physical appearance. Nice. And after much discussion and a wild Toreen finally joining the party from the Feywild, it was discovered that Boon was afflicted with a ready-to-fire spell known as Power Word Kill, which means the next word she says at whatever creature is near her that she can see will cause them to die if they have less than 100 hit points. After some more shenanigans involving farts and bodily fluids, the party made its way back to Nightingale's hut, to which Boon went into the graveyard and discovered that she could tap into the spirit realm by grabbing what is essentially a ley line, a very thin veil of fabric that separates the living world from the spiritual world. While she was doing that, Augusteen attempted to contact their god, but to seemingly no avail. At which point, Hadriel decided to go outside and test out their flask by having a drink. Luckily, nothing too heinous happened. Just a swarm
Fish got
of
murdered.
Yeah.
Many fish got murdered by a swarm of rabbits that suddenly appeared from the forest. And when we last left off, Nightingale had caught Hadriel and his bullshit. So we'll zoom back into that. So you have this angry hag staring at you.
Why is she a hag? Why does everyone call her a hag?
Do you want to know?
What does she look like?
She's a pale woman with a sort of pinkish tinge to her skin and this long silvery peppery hair that frames her face, and this very long nose with a wart on it and many wrinkles in her face. She seems to be in her...
Okay, so hag-like.
She looks hag-like, and she also has these very visceral yellow eyes.
Spooky. Doesn't
Yes,
Boon have yellow eyes too?
Yes, you two have very similar eyes. As she glares at you and says,
Boon is currently asleep.
"Not you, Hadriel." Yeah, did you sleep through all that?
Yeah, I'm literally just passed out on a pillow in the corner. I probably was like roused by it, but I'm just
With
I'm
a gag
so
in their
tired.
mouth.
Ignore it.
No,
yeah,
she was
I
right.
have a gag in my mouth and just I'm
Yeah.
so exhausted mentally that I just
running on adrenaline for like an hour
yeah,
straight. So
basically, I'm just sleeping until I'm woken.
Oh, there you go. So, if that's what she's doing, Nightingale is just glaring at you and says, "You drank from your flask again, didn't you?"
I mean, I did not drink from the flask.
Plausible deniability.
She pinches the bridge between her eyebrows and nose and says, "Listen, I need you to understand. The flask that you're holding is very special. It's attached to your person. But it's also the result of your father. That much I could tell right off the bat. It seems you didn't get quite as many of his powers, but this is wild magic. And playing with wild magic is very dangerous. You don't know what will happen. Something good could potentially happen, or something very terrible could happen. Such as Boon now being afflicted with power word kill. You
That
need to be cautious."
was not the flask's fault.
She pauses and looks at you.
She's just staring at me.
He's just staring at you, waiting for an explanation.
Okay, listen. I know tensions are a little high, but I didn't realize that I could kind of just blow up in my face like that. And now I do. So I promise not to do it again.
For
If
now.
you're going to do it away from my house and with somebody watching you.
Fair.
Preferably someone who could stop you if something were to happen.
Is there someone like that?
I mean, I could kill you.
I'd rather not die.
I could potentially stop you if you wish to experiment with this.
And no offense to you, Un, but dying doesn't look very fun.
I'm gonna go a little bit further away from them.
Where?
I don't know, just behind that. Is that the shed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go there.
You're going into the shed?
No, behind it.
Okay, you go here.
Yeah, just to chill against the wall.
No way,
Okay,
you're
you
sulky. You're the
do
one that
that.
told me you'd kill me.
Roll Constitution.
Who?
You.
Okay.
You're leaning up against a physical object.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit!
You have to. Yeah, that's the thing about being a ghost. Why do you think I kept having you roll Constitution and Dexterity? You have to
18.
concentrate. 18? Oh, you're good. Yeah,
Okay.
you're fine. You lean against the wall.
I forgot.
Fun fact about ghosts: they don't have a corporeal form. Words. So, you do that. And Nightingale holds out her hand and says, "May I save the flask?"
I do a little flippy and then give it to her.
Roll Dexterity.
Oh, come on. It was just a little one.
You're drunk.
You're drunk.
Just because
So you
I'm
roll
drunk
with-
doesn't mean Hadriel's drunk
Hang
yet.
on. No, you took a drink, remember? And you got tipsy. But roll with advantage.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna trust you for now, Frank.
That's a bad idea.
It's a really bad idea.
Hey,
Frank
wait,
has
I
proven
just
that he hates
realized.
you. What's up?
Wolfie, did you redeem that?
Redeem what?
That channel reward?
Yeah.
Ew!
What is that?
That was awful. That's what that was. That was awful.
I thought it would be a sound effect.
No, it's
I mean,
literally
so-
my
Technically.
uwu for you.
Whoops. That was
Oh,
the
okay,
wrong
congratulations.
thing. So I don't know what my dexterity is, or if I have a proficiency in it, but I got a 16.
16? Let me double check. Oh, the joy of pulling up things. There's the D&D Beyond. There it is. Lizbit. Hadriel. said you got a 16?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, you do that. It's very impressive. And then fucking Nightingale takes it from you and looks it over. I need to pull up her stats. And she sent me this book. This mother, yes, she is. Perfect. Oh, shit.
Well,
This would be probably Arcana. So she got 30?
30 in Arcana.
Oh, hang on. I gotta do math. Where's my fucking calculator? So 28. So you watch as her hands glow and envelop this flask, and it turns a sickly blue for a second, but she seems to concentrate on it before the magic evaporates, and she nods and she looks at you and says, "This is a soul jar. This object is nearly indestructible. It's connected to your soul, and it's also very potent with wild magic. It's more beneficial for you than anyone else. Anyone else who drinks this will instantly get drunk, but they will have wild magic running rampant through them, whereas you have some form of control. Do you understand?"
I think I do.
She hands it back to you and says, "Just be careful with it. There's a wide variety of effects that can happen. Every time you drink from it, it seems the majority of things that can happen are to your benefit. There's always one or two that could be dastardly. But I imagine this is where you get most of your power."
I have noticed different things happen when I drink it. And I'm going to put it... I'm assuming I have a cool little belt pouch specifically for this flask.
It hangs by a chain on your belt, yeah.
Close
On
enough.
a fucking piece of rope. Like a, what do you call it? A cradle, a woven cradle.
Mm.
Yeah, so you stick it in there. She says, "If you're going to drink, just make sure you do it away from my house, please."
Capiche. Also, I wouldn't go fishing for a while if I were you.
He looks at you, then looks back over at the river and squints and sees several dead fish, and just kind of sighs and starts making her way over there.
I'm gonna give a finger guns and wink, like a, and then walk back into the house before I get yelled at more.
I'm gonna follow after Nightingale.
Me too.
Okay. So Hadriel
Wanna-
fucking retreats back in the house.
I wanna poke Boon on the forehead.
Oh my god.
Gently.
Why?
Gentle
That's a
poke.
good idea.
You're gonna poke the person that could potentially kill us all.
Alright, so Wolfie, do you rouse or do you just pretend to sleep?
I'm just gonna go ahead and pretend to sleep at least.
Alright, roll
She
deception.
doesn't want to interact with people.
Roll deception.
All deception. Alrighty. I don't feel like getting my dice right now, so I'm gonna... Frank, don't let me down, please.
He was okay for me.
Yeah. You're 16 and a 15.
Yeah, 13!
Not bad.
Okay, and then Lizbit, you roll insight.
11.
11. Your insight's probably pretty good. I don't imagine it's that good. Yeah, to you, they just seem to be sleeping.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm just
so
gonna shrug it off and find a place to lay down.
alright, there's many a place. You turn back to this corner and start settling into your the mat or the bedding that Nightingale put for you. And Toreen and Un, you just see Nightingale start wading into the water to collect the fish.
Squiggles!
Squealy.
Yeah.
There was a little fucking dot that I had to get rid of, or else it was gonna drive me insane.
I'm going to wade in after them to help them collect the fish.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna basically
Yeah.
float after them both.
Alright, so these
don't
two
have
get
thumbs,
in the
Toreen.
water. You don't have thumbs.
You can get like one.
Or you could do the whole tennis ball trick, like where the golden retriever just gathers a bunch of tennis balls in its mouth.
Yes.
Like
I want to
injured
play
jaw.
the funny bunny game with fish.
The chubby bunny game.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Roll dexterity.
You guys are covered in blood right now. You're in blood water.
I don't know dexterity, but I did roll a 16.
Well, you're a fucking barbar, so usually your dexterity is pretty high too. 16. You managed to cram fucking 3 fish in your mouth before it starts cutting off your airway too much.
I'll wade back with the 3 fish and deposit them on the riverbank.
Alright, you do that and they're covered in many, many tiny bite marks from just the rampant fish murder that these rabbits brought upon them.
Are there any more fish in the river?
Oh, how many did they
let's see,
kill?
I
Like, was it like 8
7.
or 9? Oh, okay.
7.
Alrighty, then. Well,
You
go ahead, continue.
you see just Nightingale just casually picking up the fish and tying them to, there's a string that holds, like, this sort of robe-like dress to her. She's just kind of tying them onto there. And, she doesn't seem to need too much help.
I'm just going to sit down then with my tongue lolling out of my mouth going,
Dripping blood.
Oh my
Dripping a mixture of blood, saliva, and swamp
guts.
water. Well, no, because they were just stuffing it in. I imagine you fucking curled your lips over your teeth.
Yep.
Cool, so within a couple of minutes, Nightingale manages to collect all the fish, and she comes back into shore, hiking up her dress over her boots, and just stepping around fucking swamp water. And she looks at you and quirks an eyebrow. You didn't have to help me.
no, I didn't have to, but I wanted to.
She looks a little perplexed by this, but nods and bends down to pick up the fish that you had rescued and by their gills and just starts trudging her way back to the cabin. The hut.
I followed behind.
Yeah, I imagine you both follow. Meanwhile, what's everyone else doing?
Attempting to sleep.
I'll also
Okay.
try to go to bed.
I'll lean back against the wall, resting after a hard day's work of fishing.
You're sober again, by the way.
Sweet. I'm not, but Hadriel is.
No. No, you're fucking... You, DJ the player, are still fucking wasted.
Liddy as a
Nightingale.
titty.
Nightingale begins prepping the fish, and you can see that she's already set up some food on the table. It was very much interrupted by the commotion that Hadriel caused. Because it is second dinner, so it's starting to get very dark outside. So, do you all... I assume most of you eat the fish that she cooks, fish twice in a row, with some refreshing veggies. And,
I get up for the food, but I'm still like just.
But you're gagged.
No, I take off the gag because I'm awake now. Because technically, Lizbit woke me up very rudely.
I go over to Lizbit and just bonk him on the forehead. Like with a paw, just swatting at their forehead.
I guess you do. You do. Toreen does that, I guess. It's weird. They have to get up on their hind legs to do it, but they do.
I don't think they'd like the outcome if I were to do that while raging, so...
I'm sure most things wouldn't like the outcome. Oh my god, that's not the right fucking brush. So, 10... Just fucking because we've been here for so long.
Just adding a table.
I'm adding a table, I'm adding the cooking area.
I have a question.
What's that?
Do I get tired?
Do you get tired?
I don't know how demigods work.
Well, you feel the weariness in your bones, and the sores from fucking being turned into a toad and quote-unquote fighting the pixies. You definitely feel weary.
Cool.
You can attempt to stay up and see if you'll get exhaustion, which is a thing, and you will die eventually.
I'm assuming
You'll
if I feel tired.
hallucinating first.
If I feel tired, then I get tired. That's just what I'm just making sure.
Exhaustion is an entire thing in D&D. You can go through 6 levels of exhaustion, and each level has various effects. But at 6th level, you just straight up die, and it's very hard to get rid of exhaustion. Anyways, I imagine you all gather around the table to eat.
Sure.
Sure.
I mean, except for me.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna stay in the corner.
You can
You sit in
pretend.
the corner.
Holy
Nightingale
heck, those are
goes-
some horrid effects on exhaustion.
Are they bad?
Disadvantage
very
on
bad.
ability checks for starting at level 1, then speed halved, then disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws, then your hit point maximum gets halved, then your speed is reduced to 0, and then death.
Oh god. That sounds awful.
Yeah, and it's even better when a monster can inflict exhaustion upon you. Anyway, the hag goes over and shakes the sheriff awake, and he looks up groggily and looks at all of you, and his posture sags.
Hey,
Yes,
you're
yeah.
alive.
Yeah, I'm alive. Yes. Where
Are
am
you
I?
feeling better?
Where am I?
The hut.
The hut. Oh, the hut! The hag! He looks up to Nightingale and then winces as she gives him a flat look. Sorry. How long have I been out? Nightingale peeks outside and thinks perhaps a couple of hours. You
So
do
tempted
need
to say
more
like
rest.
5 days.
You could have.
I missed my chance. Keep going.
Yeah, and she helps him up, and she does it with ease. Fucking, she is incredibly strong. Fucker. I forget how strong these creatures can be. But she helps the sheriff up to the table, and it's a very tight squeeze. This table is maybe built for 4 or so people. But you all managed to make it work, sitting shoulder to shoulder. We eat a very hearty supper.
I'm a
second
dog,
supper.
I eat from a dog bowl on the floor.
There are no dog bowls, but she does give you a bowl, and she does look at you and says, you can eat at the table so long as you're not messy.
I look at her and go, yes, but I'll take no room away from you all. I'm quite fine eating down here.
Alright, so you fucking you and Un are just sitting in the corner. Un, you're just watching this dog eat food out of a bowl.
All daintily with my paws, like, just grasping 2 claws at a time.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Can you rage to
Boon,
eat food?
you do technically have all them because out of everybody, you're the most well rested.
Yup. I took a long rest in the Feywilds.
Yes, you did. Boon, you can roll wisdom.
Okay. I got a fucking 4 and I don't remember my modifier.
You are a goblin. Tiefling. Thing.
Okay. Yes.
Wisdom 4. You got a wisdom of 4.
Hey,
Hi.
rogue token, top left corner.
I've been looking at that and I was trying to figure out if that was on purpose or if I
Check the
think I
check
just-
the chat.
Oh, this is
That's the hex.
yeah, that's the hex token. That's right. I gotta make a custom one for that. You think, and just based on what everyone suggested to you, it sounds like if you just speak to another living creature, the spell should theoretically fire off and... Well, that creature will be dead, but it'll no longer afflict you.
Okay. I try to signal Nightingale.
She looks over at you from her half-eaten food and raises an eyebrow.
I point at the fish. Or no, I point at myself first. Then I make like a talking symbol with my hand, like moving my fingers and touching my fingers to my thumb and up and down motion for talking. And then I point at a fish and then make, move my hands back and forth as if it's a fish swimming.
She looks at you and she nods and says, "You could probably go outside and kill an animal, or I could conjure an animal for you to kill."
I nod my head many times.
So, she starts making her way out the back door. Do you follow?
Yeah, I dash after her, like I just run after her.
You are eager to be free. So.
Yeah, I am
Is
eager to be
Shale
free.
in the house?
Oh yeah, Shale's in the house, and he starts to try and follow her.
I just look at him and go, oh, is the talky ones trying to talk again?
Shale looks at you and is like, "Yeah, I think so, man. I think she's trying to fire off whatever bullshit is happening to her. I don't know. I'm gonna go fucking follow."
Why does
Roger.
that bird chirp so
I
weird?
would not advise that, Shale. No.
You
can't
don't understand what
yeah.
No, I know.
Shale's saying.
No, I know.
I just yell back, wait, Shale, no!
Can't hear you, man. I'm a bird.
I just run after and try and pounce on Shale.
Okay, so you run
Oh
and
my
make an
God.
attack.
So it's a grapple, right? A grapple?
A grapple. I'm not aiming to
Yeah.
injure.
Roll strength, and Shale's gonna roll dexterity. I gotta fucking look up the dexterity of a pigeon.
That's so funny.
I imagine it's good. Oh, he says surprisingly good dex. Jesus, why? That's a dexterous motherfucker.
It's
What'd
a
you roll?
bird.
24.
24. Alright, Shale's gonna roll. Yeah, he doesn't beat it, so he's just flapping all over, and how do you tackle him?
I just pounce on top of him with my body weight, pinning him to the ground, going, "No! You can't be close when she launches it!"
This is a tiny creature in comparison to your very large creature.
Uh,
To your medium
wait.
creature.
I'm just going to use my paw to hold him down, not on the wings,
Alright.
so I don't want to break the wings.
Okay, so you fucking, as Shale is flying away unsuspecting, you sneak up on him, you hurriedly run at him, just raise your paw and go, bah! And Shale goes, ah! What the fuck, man? And Boon,
If you're too close, you're going to get hurt.
Boon, you're just hearing, chip, chip, chew, chip, chip, chew, chip, chip, chee, ka, chew. He's like, you motherfucker, what the hell's wrong with you, man? I'll fucking peck your eyes out and feed them to you in your sleep.
I just look at him and I go, "That's preferable to you being dead."
I'm... Fine, whatever, man. God, you're ruining my feathers. It feels like my spine's about to break in half. Can you, like, not?
If I let you go, will you promise to not chase after the one about to launch off a killing curse or whatever?
Yeah, man. Whatever.
Can I roll an insight check to see if they're lying?
Sure.
What's my insight? +1, 15.
They don't seem to be lying. If anything, they just seem really annoyed.
I let them go and start heading back inside.
Alright, you do that. They stay at the place they are. And the hag, what kind of animals can you summon? I'm gonna look up the spell.
Could have used a fish if, you know.
Yeah.
The thing didn't happen.
I mean, Boon, you can attempt to search for a fish.
Yeah, I guess
Otherwise-
while Nightingale is, you know, contemplating magic, I will go ahead and, I guess, perception check roll?
Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
Nightingale is
and
looking through the
perception
D&D
check.
wiki.
Do I have my perception written down? Plus fucking 5.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that is a 22.
Yeah, you see some small fish in the water. Kind of milling. What the fuck are you? That's horrifying. Kind of milling about. Do you attempt to go in and try and get them?
Is the fishing rod nearby still?
The fishing rod is over by the house again. It would be fucking...
You're a goblin and you're gonna try to use a fishing rod?
Well, last time I went in the water, bad things happened.
over here.
They figured out what they were by going in the water.
Yeah. Didn't figure out why I had to figure that out that way, but...
Because, Toreen threw you in the air.
I know that! I mean, Boon doesn't understand why Toreen threw her in the air.
Be cool. I don't know.
Because Shale, I was the only one that could understand Shale at that point.
Yeah, Shale said that Boon would sink, and so Boon didn't hear Shale. All she knows is that she was, you know, suddenly in the air and then landing crotch first on a dog.
Yep. Life's many mysteries.
Yep.
Alright, so you go over and you get a fucking fishing rod.
Yeah.
Alright, you get the fishing rod, you come back, you pass Shale, who's just watching you, going chip chip chew.
I'll go ahead and
Just
roll
waiting.
another d20. That is a 10, and I don't know what I would add.
It's probably animal handling.
Alright, oh, that's plus 3, so that's 13.
+3.
That's what I have.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you managed to catch a small fish. And Nightingale sees you do this and immediately takes many steps away, over towards Shale.
Are they far enough away? This is
Let's
one,
see.
two. That's 1, 2. Alright, I'll let you decide.
0, 1. No. They back up because it's a 60-foot radius.
I peek my head around the corner just to watch what happens.
Sure, you do that.
I hold the fish up close to my face, and I'm like sweating
fish is-
bullets.
The fish is gasping for air, trying to wriggle out of your hand.
I just whisper, "Fish."
Okay.
Oh, that's
Uh,
funny to me.
The fish explodes, showering you
I just
in a thing of gore. It didn't make a sound. It just, all of a sudden, there's just the sound of wet and fish guts, and it's just mist.
How
There's
far
tiny.
how far into saying fish did she get before it
She
exploded?
finished the entire thing, and then there was
Okay.
like less than a heartbeat, and then it just turned into a mist. And Boon is now covered in blood.
Oh gosh.
I just lay on my back in the mud and just start doing like, you know, when you're in the snow and you move and like you try to make snow angels.
Yep.
That's
doing
what
that
Boon's
in- That-
doing in the
I-
mud.
Well, while this is going on, can I walk up to him, passing Shell, going, "At least that wasn't you." Just walk up to him.
I mean, I knew it was gonna happen, man.
Why
Just
were
wanna
you
see
going
it.
after her?
I have to be. Alright?
Can I face through the wall
That's
to
my-
see?
Sure, you just see Boon fucking on the ground making mud angels covered in gore.
Can I like go up to them to see if they're okay?
Sure, you fucking float all the way over here. How you doing, Boon?
You okay? Are you safe? You have guts all over you. Are you safe to talk now?
It's
Can you
not
nod?
even guts, it's just bits
It's
of
just-
chunk and blood.
Yeah, it's as if somebody hit me with red spray paint.
Oh, gosh.
Exactly. It had a
Yeah.
little bit of a texture to it.
Yep.
You know,
That's a
while-
powerful spell, and she just wasted it on a fish.
you know, while
Well,
I
I'd rather
wanna
not wait
grab
for
my
next
bowl.
combat.
and get up and walk with it to the door, and just kind of
Okay.
peek out while eating.
Fucking do that. The sheriff is concentrating on stomaching food down.
I am going to steal Boone's sleeping spot.
A pillow
Yeah.
in the corner of the door.
Well, there's nothing better.
Are you going to put the gag
No,
on too?
Oh, I thought it was like a beanbag, wasn't it?
It's just a
Nightingale
pillow.
basically no, shut up. Nightingale basically made bedding for everybody and just
No, no, no,
basically
no, no, no,
scooped
no.
you up and put you in bedding.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Originally, Boon
that's
went
what
to
I'm
sleep
try-
on a pillow.
Yes, but as she saw you were doing that, she fucking made you more comfortable. She fucking put a blanket on you and
Okay.
shit. Please let me explain things. I am the world, okay? Alright, so you
Okay,
fucking
fine.
you steal the beanbag. You steal the beanbag couch cushion. Just
Yeah.
it's small. It's meant for sitting.
Or
Alright.
tiny goblins.
I guess
Very
seeing
tiny
Lizbit
goblin.
leave, I'll also leave following Lizbit.
Yeah,
I
so you
just-
just read
I
behind
give-
Lizbit.
I sit up and I nod slowly to Oon.
Okay, does that mean that you can talk now or not? Or are you not sure yet?
I can talk now. I would like to go back to bed, please.
You might need to wash yourself down.
I look over at
Okay.
Nightingale and go,
You just
"You're going to want to clean them before they come inside, right?"
No,
Nightingale.
when I go lean over into the water and I dunk my head in.
The water's
I
still
just
blood red.
Straight up dunk my head in.
Yes,
The water does briefly turn red, and you're fucking You put your entire head in, and your hair is now very heavy. You have.
I kind of ruffle my hair a little bit to, get it a little bit extra clean, and then I sit up and start wringing it out.
It's a process. Your hair reaches well past your butt, so, and it curtains you. It's like you're wearing a fucking veil.
Interesting.
Boon, I was
very
more
long hair.
advising that Nightingale could use a spell to help clean you.
I shrug, and I'm just like, I am too tired for this, and on the verge of asking for some alcohol.
Don't ask Hadriel.
I would prefer if no one drank. I prefer if no one drank in my house, please.
I stand up and I walk over to Nightingale. Thank you, and say thank you for your help. I'm sorry for causing trouble. I don't know what caused that spell to activate, but there was a voice in my head.
A voice?
Yeah,
What kind of a voice?
I don't. It's a little fuzzy, but it told me that it said that the next time I spoke, someone's heart would explode. And I didn't believe it at first until you confirmed it.
She looks over it. She looks you over, then looks at Shale. And Shale looks back at her like, what, man? What do you want? What are you looking at me for?
I look over at Shale and I say, am I supposed to be able to understand you without a spell?
Chip chip choo. Chip chip chee. Cuckoo. He's
I
like,
look at Toreen.
Toreen, you hear? Technically, yeah, but I honestly don't remember the whole deal about this. That thing fucked us up good.
He says, sure, but he doesn't remember how. Finger guns.
It's just a dog burst of finger guns.
Which is basically just Toreen. It looks like Toreen's trying to pet the air.
I give Toreen just a gentle pat on the head. I still haven't forgiven you for for hurting me.
Oh yeah, you fucking... How are your nuts, by the way? You don't hear that, you just hear... Caught you.
So, one, Shale said that you were gonna sink in the water. And two, they're now asking how your balls feel.
Sore! Sore, you jerk! That's not what I'm mad about. You left me in the mud!
To be fair, I thought you were still on my back. Don't know my own strength.
I fell and I got hurt even more, and then I got dragged behind by Augusteen.
Hey, I'm not responsible for the cat's actions. I am a dog.
I look
Fuck
at
is that?
May I go back to bed, please?
Yes, please. I think that would be preferable.
I hold my arms out in almost a T-pose, just waiting for her to use the spell so I'm not muddy and dirty anymore.
Looks at you. And she closes her eyes and pinches the fucking crook of her nose. Says, we're going to use a different spell. And you see her hand form with water, and the glow in her eye intensifies as that water becomes sort of pink and soapy, and then she throws it at you. And you are covered in soap. You're covered in soapy water. And then she uses the spell again, but this time it's pure water, and starts running the water around you like a fucking rabid ferret. It just swoops all around you, cleaning very deeply.
Very uncomfortable.
So deeply like
I'm
a
not done
bidet,
yet.
or deeply like a hose from a shower?
Oh, it's like a fire hydrant, except concentrated and constantly moving. It's moving in like a figure 8 patterns, doing zigzags. It's gone into your clothing and is pulling out dirt and soap. And then she snaps her fingers, and then you are dry. Your hair poofs up.
I drop my arms, pat down my hair, and walk into the house.
You do that. Your hair is very frizzy.
I look
I
over.
look
Fucking-
at Hadriel, and I kick him,
Ow.
and then go back and find another bed to lay down on. And I just cover my head with the blanket, and I pass the fuck out.
I look
Okay,
over at
Hadriel.
Nightingale, and I go, that looked like fun. Can you do that to me too?
Oh.
She looks at you and fucking, what sort of spells do I have?
No, Nightingale giving out
first.
free baths. Can I go out?
I wonder if I can have one.
This is bath
Try.
time, everybody.
For everyone.
No. What I do
Bath
is I
time,
see Boon
bath
go to
time.
sleep, and then I'll go to sleep.
Alright,
Gonna
fucking
walk
give
back
me
to
a
the
second
table.
to pull up the monster manual. This is gonna be interesting. She might actually have to roll for this.
Hey, I'm not a monster. I'm gonna roll Boon up in a little blanket burrito and put her back down on the beanbag.
I squirm out of it because that makes me feel uncomfortable.
Okay, so,
Well, I guess you could just stay there then.
I guess you
Yeah.
two are having that fucking interaction. Fucking Toreen, you just see her clap her hands, and 2 feathers appear in her hands, and they float up to the top, and they turn into 2 giant eagles, who then grab you and haul your ass off into the water and drop you into it.
I thought you were gonna say the Feywilds. It's like, not again.
And the eagles fucking, they fly back to her hut, and you guys just see 2 giant eagles frantically flying into the walls. They go for the fucking kitchen. They pull out a sponge and some, what looks like a soapy bar. They fly back out as you're trying to recover from what just happened to you. And Nightingale seems to be conducting them. Her eyes and hands are glowing. You see the 2 eagles come back, dive bomb in the water. The sponge is now wet. The soapy bar is now wet, and then they just start scrubbing you vigorously. And then she looks over at Oon and says, would you like a bath?
I think I will pass.
He nods to you slowly, and she looks over at
No,
Lizbit, who's
shut up,
fucking
damn
sitting there
it.
eating soup, and calls out, would you like a bath?
It's tempting at first, but after that show, probably not.
Meanwhile, the eagles are fucking over there almost strangling Toreen, holding you down as they try and clean you. And you can hear what they say. They're going, quit your squirping! Quit your squirming! Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
I'm just gonna
Monster
shout,
accents.
Toreen, do you need help? Are you
The
okay?
eagles look over at you and they fucking go, "Ah!" And
No,
Toreen's
shut
like,
up,
would you like a
Dad."
bath? Yes, would you like a bath?
So am I done with the bath, or are they still going at it?
Yep. Oh, they meant, well, you weren't terribly dirty. They managed to finish you off. You feel a little raw, as, they were very vicious with you. Those talons, they scratch a good deep itch, though. Appreciated, but you are now just shaking wet dog. And the both of the giant eagles grab you and start flapping their wings and start carrying your ass back over the mud and towards the house and drop you there. And you are just wet dog Toreen.
I will shake vigorously.
The eagles go, very good, very good.
Thank
Can
you,
we go home now?
friends.
No problem. Fucking Nightingale, meanwhile, is slowly making her way towards the window, and she peers in. You two just see her. Augustine, you quite so not so much, and they look at, and she looks in, and she's like, "Does anyone else need a bath?"
I'm good.
I'm good, thank you.
No.
She
thank you.
snaps her fingers, and the eagles explode into a puff of feathers, and the feathers slowly dissipate from reality.
I look back around the corner and go, "That was fun."
She looks at you, and her lips kind of quirk upwards, and it was certainly relieving for me. She looks over towards Shale, who at this point was just petrified because she just summoned 2 giant birds, and Shale looks at her and she goes, you see her throat blow, and she starts making bird sounds. She goes, and Shale goes, "Oh, fuck that, no." And starts flying over towards you, Toreen, past you and into here and onto Boon.
Did I hear what Nightingale said?
She says, "Would you like to be next for a bath? I can be much more gentle, I suppose." And fucking...
I take Boon and I gently place them, next, just next
Take
to my
Boon.
head and cover.
You take Boon?
I take Shale and do that, and now he's kind of next to my head, and I just put a small little part of the blanket just over him a little bit.
He makes a
art thou
cooing
bird?
sound and settles. Nightingale, meanwhile, is making her way over towards you, Lizbit, and looks at you and looks at the door and looks back at you.
I move out of the way. Back to the table.
You make your way back over to the table. Augustine, you're met with a very, disgruntled and tired-looking, Nightingale, and she looks at you and quirks a brow.
I'll just nod at her and then go to one of the sleeping arrangements.
Yeah, you do that, and Nightingale goes back in. Boon, what are you doing?
I guess I'm just going to phase through because I'm like tempted to try to talk to the ghosts again, but I don't want to disturb them. So I'm gonna like go like where the grassy place is, like right there where the stones are, and then just phase through the wall there, I guess.
Alright, so you phase through the tree, and then you phase through the wall, appearing into the kitchen/dining area. As
Yeah.
Toreen comes in, fucking little drippy. And Nightingale looks at you, and her eyes glow, and the water evaporates off your form, and then they flicker, and she kind of holds her head and groans.
Toreen's very poofy, I see.
Oh yes, no, Toreen, you look like a fucking cotton ball.
I'll just run up to Hadriel and just, rub up against him as a cotton ball.
Alright, you start doing that, Hadriel. You smell the smell of ozone as fucking Fluffy McFluffster starts giving you static electricity.
I don't think.
Guys, don't.
And as
cause
you're doing
problems,
this-
I
Oh, no.
mumble.
You can, because you can see Hadriel's form, you see their hair frizz up even more. It was already very curly, now it's more of an afro. Yeah, you have a very, your hair is very curly.
Good to know.
Yeah. So that happens. Nightingale goes over to where Un is, and you see that there's a small cot there.
I'll move out of the way.
You do that, and she lies on her cot and gives a long sigh. This is why I moved away from the cities.
Can I lay down at their feet?
At Nightingale's feet?
Yep.
Okay, you walk over to Nightingale, fucking looking twice your size, and Nightingale looks at you as you lie down by her cot, and she looks too tired to fucking complain. Ugh. I would recommend
I'm gonna assume I'm
everyone...
done eating by now and go down
Oh,
and
absolutely.
find another spot to lay.
Yeah, you fucking lay over here. The sheriff goes back to his little spot by the door. Excuse me.
Did Augusteen
house
just
is-
burp?
Maybe.
I thought I was the one drinking root beer.
Hey, that was
I had the orange juice.
Speaking of, Saint can down.
No!
Oh my gosh.
We would hear it.
I assume you all get settled in for the night.
I guess I'll go back
Stop
to
drinking
bed.
near the microphone! I hate that shit.
Hey, Kai.
Ugh, just all the. No,
Colors.
I will end this stream right now.
Color.
Oh,
Green.
Alrighty. Then thank Aaron.
Didn't raise the- I'm gonna fucking kill all of you.
but I didn't do anything. It was Tork.
I will.
To be
I
fair, it
love
was
what-
Aaron. Look at the chat.
Was just given Taco Bell. Why were you?
no Twitch chat.
We deemed hydrate.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
Does root beer
Oh.
count as hydrating?
It
No.
absolutely does not.
Technically,
Yeah.
it's just drink what I currently have to drink on hand. And right now, that is root beer.
Drink water, drink water, drink water.
But yeah, I'm gonna go throw a water ball at Tork.
DJ, stop it!
DJ!
DJ, stop!
DJ!
He keeps redeeming hydrate.
This was the fucking problem I had with making these emotes so
Oh
low.
my god!
Not emotes, alerts. What do you call them? Fuck.
Oh, I didn't realize they were coming up on the stream.
What's
Sorry.
this do?
Hey.
Do it.
Yeah, they show up on there.
Oh, that's so fitting.
What are you about to say?
Well, I guess it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cheers, my dears.
What the fuck?
No!
I'm crying.
I want to fucking progress the story.
We're all in bed. You can change the day whenever you want.
Fucking, I will, you motherfucker. Fucking.
Do
Blame-
any of
Can't
us talk
fucking
or
kill.
snore in our sleep?
Blame DJ for
Roll
that
for
one.
snoring.
Hey, can I go outside to look at the stars? Or
You
to
want to
see if
go
there are
look
any
at the stars?
Yeah.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Hey, DJ, can you hear the stream right now?
Yeah.
I can't. What's happening? What are you doing?
Jump scare.
Oh shit.
My
Okay.
stream is frozen because my connection has decided it wants to be stupid.
That wasn't, for being a jump scare, that wasn't a very loud emote.
I want to see this happen.
To be fair, my volume on my headset is like twice as loud as whatever you guys hear.
Oh, got it.
Probably.
Gotcha.
Because I
So
have a
everyone
limiter
gets-
on my headset.
So everyone gets settled in for the night, except for Un. You don't have the urge to sleep. You don't feel tired. So you go outside and you look at the stars.
Yes.
All right. I moved the entire fucking filter. You go out and you look up.
Wait. Before we go any further, would this be a good time to take a break for what you want to do during stream?
Yes. So, to my lovely viewers, some recent events have arisen, and one of our players is in desperate need of money. Right now, they're in a very unstable household and have been threatened to be evicted from said household. And we could use some lovely donations from you if possible. If not, spreading the word would also be good. I will post a link to the GoFundMe, and the link to this GoFundMe will be in the description of the video once it's uploaded on YouTube. Any help is very much appreciated. We want to make sure our players are safe and that they can enjoy their game as well as just have a better quality of life. So if you have anything to donate, whether it's the pocket change or your time or your voice, we greatly appreciate it here. So, with that depressingness out of the way, we will resume the game. And again, I thank you for your time. So, Boon, you go outside, and the first thing you see is this tiny moon in the sky. There's some clouds up there. There's this tiny moon, but beside it is a much larger moon, but it's only at like a very thin crescent. And just behind that, you can kind of see it. But behind even those two moons is an even bigger moon. A moon that's as big as the sun in the day, but it's completely black.
Whoa.
So, and surrounding these moons is an absolute plethora of stars with varying hues of blue, white, some of them are yellow, and a few of them are pink. But it's just a vastness of stars. And it's very beautiful.
Can I just like sit, like, I'm not gonna do anything yet, but can I sit like near the gravestones and just look up?
Sure, you do that, and you look up at the stars, and as everyone's winding down, you feel a presence beside you. And as you look over, you just see this little girl. She's got this long black hair, and she's in this very fluffy dress. And her hair is covering her eyes, and she's looking at you with this small little intrigued smile. She looks at you and says, so, you're not going inside with the others?
Hello. No, they're all asleep, and it feels a little bit. I just think it'd be better if I wasn't staring at them sleeping, and I just came outside to get some air and look at the stars.
She cocks her head at you and says, you don't breathe anymore, though.
As in, you mean that because I'm dead?
Duh.
No, but what do you mean?
You don't breathe anymore. So you have all the time in the world. But you still have stuff you need to do. And she kind of hops up. I better make a token for her. What's this? That's my draw layer. Let's go solid black, pull up an icon, and I have more icons. Because I was doing shit. 45. And she hops up on this gravestone and just sits on top of it, kicking her little feet. You still have things you gotta do. Otherwise you can't leave this plane. You promised.
I promised?
You promised. And as you're looking at this little girl, you see. You can't see her eyes, but you can see part of her face from the nose down to her chin and neck. You see a thin rivulet of something red trickle down from her forehead, past the curve of her nose and down the curve of her lip, and start dripping off her chin as she sits there kicking and swinging her feet.
Are you okay? There's something. Are you okay?
You promised. And she continues to smile as more of this liquid starts dripping down her face. Gotcha.
No,
And
no,
she
not what I
says-
meant. I mean, it says there's an ad rolling.
Oh, fuck. We'll take a quick, short little break.
48
How
Maybe
dare
let's
you
use
be
the
seconds
bathroom
Twitch
remaining.
real quick.
affiliated?
Yep.
Joke's on you. I have an
Twitch
ad blocker.
affiliated. Fucking interrupting my
Ad
stream.
blocker.
Wait, it was getting really intense.
It was fucking way to cock block me, Twitch.
Dude.
I mean, I would have seen with my ad blocker on.
Next time that happens, you should just scream ad really loud, no matter what's going on.
No.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. So she continues kicking her feet as more of this liquid starts dribbling down from some source on her head. She says, "There's 3 that need to be punished and 1 that needs to be killed. You promised you'd get them. You
I'm
promise."
just going. I'm going to start backing up a little. And
Alright,
can I
you-
try holding on to the, trying to like catch what's her name? What's her name again? How do you pronounce it?
Macchiato?
Grab
Macchiato's
a
tension.
ley line.
Yeah. Is it possible to do that? Because I don't want to wake up Nightingale. She's already exhausted.
So you're gonna try and tap into a ley line?
Well, I don't know if that's what I'm gonna try. Yeah.
Alright, so you start reaching out for it, and you manage to snag it. It's very strong in this area, it seems. And it flickers, and you don't see Macchiato. The world is a shade of white rather than monochrome, but the little girl is this bright, vibrant blue as she continues kicking and swinging her feet, and from behind her, you see something looming. It's big. It's crawling up over the gravestones. You can't quite make out the features, but you see these massive black bat-like wings and these eyes fixated on you, with a third eye in the center of its forehead, as the little girl just smiles and says, "You promised. Don't break your promise." And before you, she starts sinking into the ground, along with this beast, into the gravestone of Macchiato, and within an instant, she's gone. And fucking, there's no one else in this graveyard partial cemetery that you are able to discern, at least visually.
Can I try calling out for Macchiato?
How do you do that?
I don't know, just calling out their name. I don't know, I don't know. Because
Roleplay for me.
What?
Roleplay!
Is there no one here? Macchiato, are you here?
Let's see here. Does she choose to answer? You see an orb flicker, and then her form materializes from in front of her gravestone, and she blinks at you and looks around and quirks an eyebrow, not too dissimilar to Nightingale, and says, "Yes? Is something wrong?"
Something's wrong. There was this little girl. She said that I promised to kill and to punish people, and she just kept repeating that I promised, and blood kept dripping from her, and I didn't know what to do, so I tried to get your help. So I grabbed onto a landline, and I saw this creature. I didn't like it. It had wings and 3 eyes, and then it vanished, and the little girl went into the ground, I guess. I don't know what I just saw.
Macchiato looks at you quizzically and looks at the ground and looks at her grave and sort of starts walking around it. And she is walking around it. She's not floating, but she does a complete walk around before coming back over and looking at you. I don't sense anything has been here except for you.
I swear I'm not lying. I'm not making it up. I swear.
I don't know what to make of that. A little girl and a monster. Perhaps you... I don't quite know what that is. I mean, there are plenty of, unfortunately, little dead girls. They can be mischief makers simply because they are forever young. Usually, she comes and takes them. It's not wise for children to remain unhallowed.
Unhallowed?
She thinks for a moment and says, "The funnel." I love trying to be able to read my own fucking handwriting. Finally, Zando the Reaper. She usually is the one who's in charge of finding wayward souls and escorting them to the afterlife, if they are young, such as children, or they were mentally disabled. Usually the Reaper will come and take them personally. It's not wise for them to remain, as they do not have much of a mind and much free will, and they are considered innocent, so they are usually spared and taken by the Reaper personally.
What about murder victims?
She thinks for another moment, and her features become slightly haunted. It depends. Some murder victims go peacefully after accepting their untimely demise. Some of them can become vengeful and dangerous spirits.
Is
and they
that a
usually
choice?
It depends on if you can forgive. Some beings cannot, and that hatred fuels them into becoming something unholy, morphing their visages into something much more terrifying to equate to their hatred and need for revenge. Or if they were perhaps the killer, they too can slowly over time, if not dealt with, morph and change into the grotesque monster they truly are.
All I remember, that memory, was just so much pain. I just want to be okay. There was something the little girl said that she kept repeating that I promised. I don't remember anything from before all of this happened. I could have been dead for a very long time, couldn't I?
Technically, yes. I've been dead for about 20 years.
But stuck? Like me? It's possible to be stuck for such a long time?
Sure. There are some ghosts who remain stuck for eons, never quite letting go, either finding a purpose in death, sometimes unrighteous, sometimes righteous. But eventually they move on if they become too much of a problem or find their way to a different sort of afterlife. There are multiple of them.
I don't know what to do about the little girl. I don't even know if she was a little girl. I should I tell Nightingale?
She looks a little uncertain. I do not know. Nightingale is very studious when it comes to magic and history. Ghosts, little outside of her field as far as I know. She is of the belief that the dead must remain dead, but she won't exactly be hostile to anything that isn't hostile to her. It's why she has never tried to contact me.
Oh. Are you okay?
Oh, yes, I'm perfectly fine. I'm enjoying my time exploring all of the afterlives. After all, when you stop aging and you are dead, there's nothing but time for you until you're ready to move on.
That's what she said. The little girl says that I'm no longer breathing, so I have nothing but time, and I have things to do. And that's when she said, "You promised." I had. How many did So I'm gonna break out of character quickly. How many did she say again that I have to kill and punish?
3 to punish, 1 to kill.
Okay. She said that I had 3 to punish and 1 to kill. I don't know if she's. Where could she have been? Where did she come from? I'm not making this up. I was just looking at the stars and she was right there. She had so much hair, it covered her eyes, and I couldn't see them, only her nose and chin and neck. And then she just went and sat on your gravestone, and she kept repeating, you promised, and then the blood. I don't know what to make of it.
Well, I don't quite know either. She doesn't sound like my Charlie.
Charlie?
Yes. And she points to the smallest headstone that says Charlie Nightingale. She was my daughter. She died of a fever.
I'm sorry.
She is. Oh, don't be. It was over 30 years ago. She was an infant, therefore she was protected. All children are precious, and they are they are always protected in both this life and the next. It's just sometimes unfortunate things happen. And she looks down at the grave before shaking her head and looking back at you. I do not quite know what to make of your predicament. I've never heard of a spirit haunting another spirit. It seems a bit contrived. Though, in this world, anything is possible, I suppose.
Wait, what if it was only real to me? What if it was like a vision or something? Something like that. Is that possible?
Or I've heard of it happening. I don't tend to seek those individuals out. I am not so sure I can help you with this, but perhaps somebody out there can. I don't quite know. I've only ever lived here and towards the city.
Hmm.
In my many travels, there were people who could potentially help you, people who followed the afterlife gods, such as the Queen of Rot, though you probably don't want to meet her. And if you do meet her, well, just good luck.
Is
And
she?
then there. Go
Sorry. Is she evil or something?
on. Not quite evil. She is. She is a deity of death and vengeance. Usually for those. Yes. Those who are on the edge of suicide or unfavorable murders, they usually find themselves in her domain. And she may offer them a contract of sorts, but to be a ghost of hers, I've never heard of that. Only the living. They tend to become, as you say, vigilante warlocks. Though their methods can be very extreme, to say the least.
Is it possible that she has like this? Because the way you're explaining her, it sounds like she will help those commit murders. Correct?
Sure, but not for unjust causes. She usually sends her her maggots, as she calls them, out to rid the world of other parasites, dangerous foes, and people who commit heinous crimes. I have never met her, heard of her using another ghost, but again, I tend to stay away from her and her maggots.
I wonder if she has another side of her that can help those who have been murdered unjustly.
If she does, I certainly have not heard of them.
So, when it comes to asking for help, I can ask a god for help?
If you go to their temples or perform rituals or speak to those who are under their services or in contract with them, yes, theoretically you could. Though the gods tend to try and not meddle so much in the lives of mortals, especially after the Third World ended.
Third world?
Yes. You do not remember. And she kind of snaps her fingers like, so in the history of Cain and in our solar system, which harbors Phantom, the world has ended 3 times. The first time, there was nothing but chaos, and 2 primordial beings, one of fullness and one of void, who sacrificed their life essence to start the universe. Then when the second world started, there were 4 gods who were trying to balance the world. But because the laws of nature hadn't quite been manifested, things were very crazy, so to speak. There were mysterious, archaic technologies, and reptilian beasts and wild magic ran rapid as creatures merged and formed and either died in the entropy or survived long enough to see the world end, which it did. And then not much is known about the third world. That is when more gods started to pop up, and they had their wars and their creations, and mortals became gods, gods became mortals. And it is not until this world, our current world, where things truly started to settle. And supposedly in history, the gods made an agreement to minimize their interference with mortals, and instead focus more on the magic and nature side of it to help them survive and grow.
I see.
It's all
That's a
very-
lot.
Oh, very. I don't quite remember most of it myself. My study was more into the magic and the lands. So many places I wanted to travel. I did get to travel to many of them, but when the world is so big, so much to do.
And you not still travel?
I could, and I have, but remembering things tends to get a little harder, and especially since I cannot collect little trinkets from each of the lands that I visit. I also cannot leave the island of Plumas. That is where my remains are. And she gestures at the graves. It was already hard enough for Nightingale to move my remains from the city to here.
Wait, you have to stay with your remains?
On the island, yes, it's as the god of this island dictates. It's sort of a, as you say, treaty clause between the islands.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes, but the god of Plumas is not too bad. Very interesting. I wish to one day meet, but gods are a little bit hard to find, especially when you're dead.
That's fair. That makes sense. I'm sorry for disrupting your peace again. But thank you so much for coming when I asked if you could come. I extremely appreciate that and what you have taught me.
Of course. It's the least I could do. I'm sorry you cannot quite figure out your predicament, but with enough time, I'm sure you will. The people who were walking around the scene place, I'm sure they will help you.
Or make jokes like one seems to do.
Which one was that one? Was it the bird? I believe it was the bird.
The one that looks like a rabbit.
Ah, him! Well, when you're the son of a god, especially a god of hallucination, things tend to be less to you.
God of hallucination?
Did they know I was a demigod?
Bro, they can see it from a mile away.
Fair.
But she's fucking dead! She has nothing but time to overhear your ass! She looks at you and nods, and then points up at the very small moon and says, that is his father. The moon that is always present. Vega.
Well, shit.
Vega. That's interesting. Am I allowed to tell them this, or is this something they need to figure out on their own?
Don't know. Do they not know? The blue eye is kind of a giveaway. And the fact that he's a hare.
Well, I will pass the information on to them, just in case they don't remember.
Why would you not remember? Why are people having such a hard time remembering things these days?
When something happened, we were all being accused of a little boy missing, a little child missing, and none of us can remember what happened before. We have absolutely no knowledge of anything. Some things are starting to come up, like the memory of me dying. But there's still so much that we don't know.
Don't quite know what's happening, but I have noticed some strange gaps.
Gaps?
In my memory interest, particular. I could have
You're forgetting
sworn-
things?
I think so. It's hard to tell, but I have a certainty I had a son at one point. But every time I try and remember, and every time I go back to here, I only see Charlie's grave. But I could have sworn and she seems to concentrate, and her form flickers. And she clutches her fists and shakes her head and says, I'm almost certain there was another person. I think I had 2 kids. I'm almost certain of it, but whenever I visit here or back to my old gravesite, I can't find any mention. It's strange. It's almost as if they were a dream. It's so scary. You'd think I would stop forgetting things after being dead, but no. Seems Alzheimer's continues to follow me. It's strange. Being dead means I shouldn't be forgetting more things. I died as the way I was. Before, it stands to reason a mental disease would not develop in a spirit. Oof, so many questions.
Is the forgetfulness that Nightingale has, is that something that's always happened to her?
Forgetfulness? She's forgetting things?
Whenever we would say something about us, like a new information, she would end up forgetting it. She would end up forgetting who we were, and it would take a while for her to remember again. She mentioned once when we were... Oh, this is probably something you have seen. If not, the rabbit, or Hadriel, was possessed or something and was floating down the river, and we had to chase them. And right before I was going to go after them, Nightingale said I had twin battle axes. When I asked about them, her face went blank and she asked who I was. I had to leave and I apologized very quickly as I left, but when we came back, it seems like she remembered.
No, Nightingale... Margarine doesn't have a fleeting memory. I know she's old, but she's a hag. Theoretically, she shouldn't be forgetting things. If anything, she should be remembering more. Hags tend to not forget.
So, do you think this might be something that you mentioned then about how people seem to be forgetting things nowadays?
do recognize the pattern. Very subtle. I have noticed more like you, and she points at you, with the masks, wandering around, specifically Plumas. It started shortly after the blockades happened.
Blockades?
Oh yes, Plumas is under quarantine. You did not know that because you don't remember.
Yes.
Face palms. Yes. There are currently 2 dragons circling Plumas, ensuring that no one leaves its islands. They fear it is some sort of sickness with these mask bearers. No one can seem to remember why, though. I'm starting to see a pattern. She fucking...
Did I-
She...
She what?
She runs her fingers through her hair and puts her hands on her hips and is like, Cade! Cade! And she starts screaming. And then you see a fucking another spirit start glowing, and you see a hand poke out of the grave, and then another, and half of Cade raises up from the grave, like, why? I don't want to go star searching with you. We've done that like 50 times in the last, 2 months? And he looks over and is like, oh shit, hey! You're back! You miss me?
I wanted to talk to Macchiato.
He pouts and is like, what are you waking me up for? No, don't go away. Why is the quarantine happening again? He looks over and he's like, I don't know. I just figured that somebody fucking slipped anthrax in the fucking water again. I don't know.
Again?
I mean, it's fucking Plumas. Even though the fucking inoculi are doing their best to keep war from happening, I mean, like, some people are gonna be assholes. It's just like, normal everyday life. But no one's stupid enough to go invading each other. We've been at peace for what? How long has it been? I know in our generation we saw one of the last wars. One of the last wars? Oh, Cade. You fought in those wars, remember? And he thinks for a minute, he's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was like, what? Almost 100 years ago? 100 years of peace! I mean, it only makes sense that the other inoculi are, like, keeping Plumas under, like, blockade. We don't want shit to spread. Whatever that shit is. I still don't know what it is, and every time I try and ask fucking Frank, he doesn't remember. Actually, have you seen Frank? And she looks at him and is like, no, I haven't actually seen Frank. Frank! And they both look at one of the other smaller graves. And Cade finally hoists himself up out of the grave and walks over and kicks Frank's grave. It just passes through, but he looks down and is like, Frank! Asshole! You up? We haven't seen you in like a year. No response. Like,
Is that
Yeah.
bad?
might just mean he finally fucking fucked off and moved on. It happens. I'm still waiting on Margarine to die so we can all just go together. She promised us we'd all go together and then we'll all get drinks. And, reincarnate and that sort of shit.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, this is, the second time we've all died together? Well,
The second time?
Oh yeah, the moment you die, you start to remember all your other past lives. It's kinda cool, you get to interact with them.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, man, the afterlife's fluid as fuck. Anyway, how about you and I? You
No,
wanna join our little harem?
Macchiato, I have a question. So does that mean then that whatever is happening, is it possible that whatever happened there could be spreading to everyone, or someone made everyone forget what happened for a certain reason?
Macchiato thinks and looks over at Cade, and Cade looks over at her and mouths, what the fuck's she talking And Macchiato looks back at you and says, crazier things have happened. I could not say. You would have to perhaps talk to someone who's more experienced with memories and this sort of thing. This is far out of my realm. It'd be closer to the realm of Nightingale, but if what you say is true and she keeps forgetting, I don't think she can help you.
I agree. I don't want to have her forget more and more. She's very amazing and has helped us so much. Were you able to see her give a bath to a dog?
Oh yes, that was fucking hilarious. And Kay's like, right? That's a big dog, by the way. Where the fuck did you find that one? It talks too. I've never seen such a big awoken. I don't think it's a fucking awoken. I think he's from the Opera of Hounds. Or she. I think it was a she. I didn't get a close enough look. It's very fluffy. Is it a she or he? My money's on he.
There
Fuck!
she.
Well, good thing I'm broke.
Right. Well, I think I'm going to be careful with what I say to Nightingale, only because, as you mentioned before, Macchiato, unless your stance has changed, you don't want her to know that I've been talking to you, correct?
Yes, it's better that she not know.
Okay.
Otherwise, she may speed up the dying process.
Okay, I'll try to figure out a way on how to talk to her about the new knowledge that I just gained. Should I keep that under wraps too, except for the little girl?
I mean, knowledge should be spread, but I don't quite. It is up to you, Un. Though I would highly recommend letting go of the ley line.
Yes, yes, I apologize. Thank you both for help. Well, Kate,
Yeah?
have you ever experienced or seen a spirit that has like black bat wings on them and 3 eyes, and that can maybe take the form of a little girl or something like that? Have you ever experienced or heard or seen anything like that yourself?
Make a perception check.
Uh-oh. I don't like that
19.
laugh.
He is not looking at your eyes, he's looking at your chest.
What?
He looks up at you and says, what? Huh? Little girl? No. No, I haven't seen any, little girls and bat wing things. That might be a succubus. You talking about a succubus, maybe?
No, I don't think it was a succubus.
He is a freaking horn dog.
Oh, shit. He's like, then, yeah, no, I don't. But maybe you and I, we can go looking for it.
Maybe not, but I appreciate that. Thank you again, Macchiato and Cade.
Macchiato is literally fuming as she's just glaring daggers at, Cade, and she glances over to you and says, no problem.
Emotional damage.
And Cade's looking at her like, what? What? Come on! I gotta shoot my shot! Come on!
You really don't need to.
I'm not getting any action here! It's boring!
Expect more boring. I'm gonna go now, and I appreciate both of you so much and the information. Especially you, Macchiato. Thank you so much.
She nods to you again, and Cade's just over there like, fucking hell! Looking up at the stars like, fucking hell!
I'm gonna let go now.
You let go and their visage disappears.
Okay.
So, that's what you do. What are you doing now?
Is it still nighttime? Like, was that like
It's
just like
still
a...
nighttime. That has only taken about 10 or 20 minutes. Everyone else is falling into a deep sleep.
Okay. I kind of. Well, it's only 10 minutes. Sounds good. Okay. I guess I'll just wait it out until they wake up. I'll go into the house and then just wait until they all wake up.
You go into the house and you watch all their sleeping forms. And as everyone dreams, shit starts happening. Boon, as you're dreaming, at first you were just dreaming of nothing but blackness. You heard faint whispers and this horrible sound. It sounded like a shrill note. But then as you slumbered deeper, and I actually have fucking images for only a couple of you, because drawing is hard.
Oh, okay.
You find yourself in this room. It's full of metal and these odd archaic objects that are buzzing and zapping. There are chains hanging down from the ceiling. And in the center of this room, in a glass dome, you see a faceless figure. You can't quite make out the details, but they are ginormous.
Oh.
They are 15, 20 feet tall, bound in these heavy chains with this long mane of hair that wraps around the floor and hangs limply by their face. But strangely, no matter how hard you focus on their face, you can't make out the details. The only thing you can make out is this long mane of hair and these wicked horns that form this elegant pattern. It's both beautiful as it is rustic. And the headless figure slightly raises its head and looks down at you and says, "There you are. I was wondering how long it would take for you to remember me, my little Boon." And you see these glowing green eyes staring at you and crease upward in a smile. And you hear another voice saying, "Hey, you're still good. How are you? You look terrible. Are you doing better? You look like you're doing worse." And you look beside you, and Shale is there on your shoulder.
I look from Shale to the figure before me, and I shake my head and I say, "I'm sorry, but I don't know who you are. You seem familiar, but I don't remember you."
I don't expect you to after coming face to face with that horrible creature. I was certain you were going to perish. I'm so glad you didn't. Shale, you did such a fantastic job of keeping her safe. And Shale puffs up with pride and says, "Well, I mean, I try. I try." And she looks down at you and says, "I don't have much time, but I'm so happy I was finally able to reach you. At a very pinnacle point, it seems, as you seem to be very close to killing people by accident."
I grab onto my tail and I kind of wring it. And then I look back up at the entity and I ask, "Can you tell me what I'm supposed to feel towards you?"
Her eyes seem to close as she contemplates it. The only thing you can make out are these bright, vibrant green eyes that pulsate with magic. And she says, "I don't know. To me, you are very precious because of You can't quite hear what she just said. But to be fair, you are in a very delicate position because of me, and for that I am always sorry. But I desperately need your help." "You're goddamn right, Kai's a bitch." Fuck you, man. This is supposed to be a mystery. I'm not giving you all the answers in one go. Fuck you.
What is your name?
My name is...
What? What?
My name is...
I don't know what you're saying.
Her eyes turn sad. Baby, I'm working. Can you not?
I was so confused.
My cat's trying to meow into the microphone.
Big teeny person's like, hey, can you not right now, okay?
Okay.
I'm a little busy.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Giant woman is working, sweetheart. I'm gonna throw you at the bed now. What the fuck was I saying?
Okay.
Her eyes turn a little sad, and she sighs. I can't seem to give you the information, it seems. That gets my goat. That's unfortunate. But in the future, in the future, you'll be able to understand who I am, hopefully. All I need you to know is that I still need your help.
With what?
You cannot let the academia take me. And you feel
academia?
The vision start to fade. She
Wait,
says,
no, don't go!
Don't trust them.
Who's them?
Boon. And it's gone, and you are in a tumbling hole filled with vines and strange snapping electronics, and you hear you smell the smell of ozone and chemicals as something is chasing you down this falling tunnel, and you continue falling as something says, G22, respond! And then you fall into a fitful dream of vines and shifting corridors and faint visions of needles and pain. That's your dream.
Oof. Yikes.
Who's talking to me? It's Toreen. Keeping my lips sealed, you bet your ass you are. I don't have images for everybody, so you're gonna have to forgive me. But I do have some. Augusteen.
I'll definitely have to go back and rewatch what she was talking about.
Yep, fuck you guys. Augusteen, your dream is filled with the smell of, it smells like the, No, not fucking Faylile. That's somebody else in here. It smells like that smell right before it rains. And it's a pleasant smell. And you're in a soft pasture. You're in a forest filled with soft leaves, and you can hear the running of mice and prey. And you feel at home. But then the forest around you starts to slowly decay as the trees stretch and elongate and merge together to form these marble pillars with golden accents. And the floor turns into this sparkling brilliancy. But you don't feel at home anymore. The smell of wine that starts to permeate the air is biting in your throat, and your eyes sting as something foul reaches your nose. It smells like pneumonia. And you stand before you this image, this corrupt thing. You see a feminine figure with her skin stretched taut and covered in scars and deformities in this tattered, what was probably once luxurious gown. and on her chest is this burn marking with a hollow hole that is in the shape of a spade, and her face, it's horrifying. It's the face of a cat skull with the ears sunken onto the skull, hanging on by tendons and sinews. And the way she moves, her joints click and clatter. Gotcha. I will inform you when you can come back in, Isla, if you'd like to take off your headset. But, she seems to look at you as all these figures behind her, they're made of gold, and they're in these anguished figures of praying and kneeling, and she stares at you, joints moving in shaky, jerky manners.
Hi?
You hear a clicking noise from her throat, and her posture, her bones creak as she sits, as she straightens a bit, head cocking to the side.
Then, if you're not Kai, who are you?
The mouth falls open and a sound comes out of it, and she says, I am your damnation. You have broken my pact, and your soul is now forfeit. And you feel something trickling down your arm. And as you look down, you notice your palms are bleeding gold. And the figures in the background, their faces start to leak with this black substance as gold falls out of the mouth of this horrifying goddess. And she says, You've broken my pact, one that I worked hard to seal.
What?
Did you do it out of love, or did you do it out of spite?
I don't know what pact you're talking about.
And she starts jerkily moving towards you, claws outstretched, as this golden fluid starts to rise from the ground, mixing in with these black tears pouring out of these figures, and you hear their moans and cries and pleads for freedom. What are you doing?
Backing away, saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry,
Your
but
back is met by a solid wall of artwork. It's made of gold, golden embossed carvings of a history you are familiar with, but you can't quite understand. In your reflection, you see a small brown cat with a white belly, and it seems to be mimicking your movements. And behind you, in the reflection of the gold, you see the cat-like figure clawing towards you. What would you like to do?
what do you want from me? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Oathbreaker, you had one job, and this is how you repay me. The pain. You. And she grabs you by the back of your neck, and you feel the flesh tearing there. And your vision starts to fill with gold and black and pain before you fall into a sleepless slumber. And somebody tell Isla it's safe to come back.
Holy fuck.
We're having fun tonight, boys!
Shouldn't have broke
This
that
is
oath.
an
They really
amazing
are.
picture, by the way. I fucking love this image.
By the
Yes.
way,
Thank you.
2-hour mark.
Shit, do we want to keep going?
We can
Yes!
let's finish the dream sequences, and then that might be good to end it.
No, we need
Alright,
more!
Alright, we'll finish up the dream sequences and move on from there.
I want to let
Also,
you
we
know.
Sounds
probably
good.
we'll probably have to add trigger warnings to the videos. I'm sorry, folks.
Warnings up the ass.
I'm sorry. I'm fucked.
I thought that was
That,
DJ that was.
That goddess that you, the green goddess, she had some mommy vibes.
Can
Little bit.
can I make a guess before we continue?
What would you like to guess?
Did I have children?
Roll wisdom.
I have 9 children.
18. Don't know my wisdom modifier.
You feel you're very young to have had children, and everything below seems pretty intact for having children, so potentially no. From
Roger.
what you gather briefly about your body, probably no. Okay, let me quickly put together some shit because I am fucking amazing, aren't I? Fucking,
Yeah,
I
you
am
are.
so prepared. There's no reason to fucking doubt my preparedness. We're just gonna quickly make a fuzzy background, fucking throw in some sparkly doodads.
I see a butterfly.
Cool. Fucking
I see a
roar
dog.
shut.
No, I see a goat. I see a sheep.
Cool.
No, it's a
Awesome.
rabbit.
Alright, cool.
I see a boar.
I see 2 legs spread open.
Well, I
Very
see a
cool.
boar with its tusks sticking out of its snout with the 2 eyes overlooking it.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
see it.
Fucking cute ass little bunny. Cute little bunny rabbit.
Cool. I'm just gonna quickly fucking. Alright, pretend that's fucking someone's dream. Cool. Because I didn't draw all the images. I wanted to, but then I got fucking sick. I wanted to so bad to finish this. And then fucking Florida fucked me. Fucking Floridians.
Sounds on
I'm
par.
sure. There's my fucking. And fucking one more layer. We're gonna go with Tork. So I need red. Cool.
Oh, I
Oh
went from kind
no.
of like peaceful spacey to help, I'm in hell.
Yeah, Tork. As you're falling asleep, you're greeted by the familiar smell of graveyard soil and morning fog. That's a smell, and it's a beautiful smell. I have
Yeah.
a cat in
Oh, I
my
love
lap.
that
What
It
did you get
is.
in my lap? There's a cat in my lap, and I don't know what she got here. Let me just... My leg's asleep. Oh no, this is terrible. Sage, no! My cat... Okay, I gotta hold the cat. I gotta hold my kid.
So it's the smell of petrichor?
Anyway. Yes. Yes. And freshly cut grass. Well, not freshly cut grass, but like freshly trampled dirt and grass. Have you ever smelled that?
Yes.
It smells like that, and
And
but when
I'm
you open your
allergic to
eyes-
fresh cut grass, so that's fun.
Cool. You're fucking sneezing your eyeballs out? No. But as you open your eyes, you're just greeted by this, black area. You can tell you're awake and you blink your eyes, but before you sits... But looming over you is this... this is... Baby, you're making this hard to work. My eldest, everyone. you see looming before you this giant visage of a wolf skull with this red haze about it, and it's just staring down at you and it says, "Failure."
What do you mean by that?
Failure and disgrace.
We need to get you like an audio thing.
I would love that.
You know,
And
those
the
words
wolf
would
skull
mean
snaps
more
his
if
jaw at you.
those words would mean more if I could remember what they mean.
Of all my children, you were the runt. You had so much promise. Instead, you were just a failure. A weakling. Unable to lead the pack. It snaps its jaws at you. You feel the air around you whoosh with the force of it. Glowing red eyes stare down at you. And the jaw hangs open. Failure, Toreen. Stuck in a pathetic body.
Highest conclusion.
You have nothing to say for yourself? And it looms towards you, mouth surging, ready to devour you. And I'm gonna throw the cat again because I gotta roll. Oh, fuck. And just as the jaws are about to close over you, and as they do, they suddenly evaporate into petals and fall limply around you. And your nose is suddenly assaulted by the smell of roses and cotton candy. As
Well, hello there, the Lich.
Yep. As the silhouette of this glorious figure stands before you, as I fucking change up the colors on the fly, because I'm fucking smart as shit.
Nice.
Keeping the theme of red, switching over to more of the lilac. And undo the... Fuck you, Adobe! Okay.
I like that. Oh my god, I love that coloration.
Fucking, I'm great at Photoshop anyway. The visage of the Lich looks down at you, and you see her one good eye crinkle upwards in a smile, and she nods and says, "That's a very ghastly nightmare you were about to be enveloped in."
It would have been more ghastly if I'd understood half of what was being said.
I think that was your father. He doesn't seem like a good man.
That's an understatement.
She nods and says, "Oh, I had a nagging feeling something was going wrong. The rest of your party seems to be in a similar situation."
I'm guessing these masks don't lead to happy dreams.
No. But they are an important mark. They're a mark of your survival.
Survival?
Yes. I cannot go into many details, for if it knows that I know it exists, then my time will come early. Baby, I need you to settle down in my lap, or I need you to get off it.
Ooh, things just got
No,
spicy.
please.
Third can.
No, it's my cat.
Oh, Tork!
Motherfucker!
It's my cat.
Drink-
She fucking... Drink water! Drink water, or I'll make this dream end badly.
You
There
drink
is
enough
a
root
water
beer,
bottle
there's-
beside me.
Drink it!
Isla threw it at me. I've already drinking half of it.
Oh, good.
Okay.
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 And threw it up.
Y'all would have heard that. Either on mine or Isla's mic.
Ew.
Why aren't you motherfuckers eating?
Because we're playing D&D, motherfucker.
I had Applebee's.
And quite a bit more.
Anyway, fucking this the Lich stares down at you, a little sad, and says, "I'm sure you'll remember these things the further on your mask cracks and breaks. The moment you get it off, you're a little bit further out of the woods, but never completely gone."
I feel like I'm getting close. There's quite a few pieces cracked off at this point.
True. But you need all of your memories in order to survive.
Well then, I hope I get him back soon.
Aaron gets it. Augusteen gets it. I hope so too. I may require your help soon. But I do have an important question for you.
Yes?
It intrigued me. If perchance I were to offer you a pact of some kind, would you take it?
I'd be interested. Return to Opiate in 1 month's time. Learn the truth. And I will exchange a favor for a favor. I will lead you to your real body. Just
What
a
was
random
that?
Wolfie in the background.
That was Toreen's dad.
I just pat my satchel and go, I won't forget.
She nods. I'll be visiting you more often then. Perhaps you can entertain me, and perhaps you can help me too. I've
I
never
look-
had a barbarian as a servant, though.
I look forward to it.
She nods and her visage fades, and you're surrounded by roses and the gentle smell of cotton candy, lilacs. And in the distance, you hear a gentle melody. It sounds like an opera singer, gently singing about sleep and hope and the dreaded thing that lies just beneath the surface. So that's where you go. I think I have one for fucking. This one should be funny. Let's go funny. I like funny. Anyone else like funny?
Funny!
Cool. Let me
I'm
just
sorry,
skip-
Isla. Did I make you do a fucking spit take?
quickly fucking do some things. You better lose yourself in the music. I can't sing, that's copyright.
You sing it monotonely enough.
Phenomena.
I opened Kindle! No! I didn't want to open Kindle! Fuck! Don't open Kindle!
Why did you open Kindle? Why did you press that button?
Because it's on my quick bar!
Quick question. Should we all take a quick bathroom break?
Probably. You all do
Sure.
that while I try and set up this shit. It's gonna be real quick. You
I
better
could've
have
waited till
lightning
then.
piss
Roger,
It's gonna have
speed pisser! Hey!
Nyum.
Where is this image? I just had it, but then I didn't have it. Did I not make it? No, that's a fucking tonight. Fuck you. Oh, there it
Look up a
is.
stock image. Just a stock photo.
It's just white man holding baguette. Okay, and then I gotta quickly fucking do a little doodle. Do a little didgeridoo.
Who's this one for?
That's for you.
Hey.
Hi, your dad's calling. He's wondering if you can pick up some milk.
Dad, you returned from getting cigarettes?
You say that, but
It's been an undefined amount of years.
yeah.
Way the
You don't know
cats
how-
just ran from Tork running through.
And I don't even know how demigod aging works.
You don't. I gotta fucking find my other sketchbook. I don't remember how this motherfucker looks. Sage, can you stay out of my lap?
Could have been gone 3 months. Could have been gone 100 years. I don't know.
What's
Wait a minute.
done? Yeah.
I'm back.
Very dumb. I'm very tired.
Is that fast
where
enough?
The fuck? Yeah, it was pretty fast. Fucking, there it is.
Oh, perfect timing. I just got back too.
What's that? Oop. It's gonna be a rough sketch, so you're gonna have to forgive me. This is gonna look very cartoony. Fuck off. I fucking do all this shit for free.
Whose dream are we moving on to?
Hadriel. Fucking daddy issues over here.
Toreen might also have daddy issues.
No kidding.
You're gonna find that a lot of you have fucking daddy issues. It's just
If I didn't, then I wouldn't be so funny then.
Well, that's debatable. Cool, that looks good. We're gonna go with that, and we just fucking. Yeah. Your dad looks fucking cool. Cool. You don't get to fully see him. Fuck you. Mainly because I haven't drawn him. But also, fuck you. Today Kai just chooses violence.
Is that
You
a
do that every
mustache?
day.
Does he have like an
Basically,
evil French villain mustache?
Oh my god.
that's his mouth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you wake up to this, it's a little cloudy, and it's in shades of blue and yellow, and you see this visage of, it kind of looks like you, except it has this very long, fluffy, I think it's called a shawl? A shawl?
Shawl.
Yeah, very theatrical.
S-H-A-W-L.
Very theatrical looking shawl, and it's holding a smoking pipe. And as you look at its face, it's got this treasure cat like grin and these horns, and it looks at you and goes, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?"
I'm gonna stand, fold my arms, you know, kind of like the nonchalant, like half into the conversation, half like, you know, kind of side facing a little bit, and like, oh, hey.
Oh, come on, you fucking. He takes a puff of his pipe and blows it out slowly. He's like, "Come on, show me a little bit more respect. Without me, you and this little gaggle of people you have would be fucking dead."
Mm. I can't remember a lot right now, Dad. But
I mean, I could only do so much. I mean, I can't be risking my own skin. If I die, there goes a fucking moon. You know what happens when you lose an entire goddamn moon? Plus, I never hear the end of it from that bitch.
And who's this bitch you're referring to?
Oh, you know, the fucking cat. And you see his size kind of swell for a moment before settling back down as he takes another hit from his smoking pipe. Sage's back on the fucking desk. I'm gonna kill you, cat. He says, well, I'm fucking disappointed you keep traveling with that fucking cat. It serves her, and you know I don't like her. Well, you knew I don't like her, but she's a fucking cunt.
Again, you know that I don't have all my memories. And the only memories that I did get back make my gut feeling want to tell you to go fuck yourself.
Oh, come on. You can't be that fucking mad about it, Hadriel.
Who died?
Depends on who you're asking.
Who did
'Cause
I have to bury without you?
He thinks for a moment, and, well, I'll be honest with you, kiddo, just 'cause fucking they say honesty is the best fucking policy. Fuck says that, but somebody did. A number of them, I guess. I'm gonna assume you're talking about your kid, right?
I don't know who I'm talking about.
Well, you had to bury most of them, for sure. I mean, it wasn't my fault. You know it wasn't my fault. I tried to warn you about it, but you didn't fucking listen.
One of the guys of my
You're
memories
a
being
demigod.
gone.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry,
I'll
say
let
that
you
one
in
more
on
time.
this. It's okay. Listen, you're a demigod. You don't work on the same principle as everybody else. I keep trying to explain that to you, but no. You keep trying to hang out with mortals, and then this shit happens. Not to mention, you keep trying to throw away my gift. If you just sit to learn how to use it properly, you wouldn't be in this situation. And he stops himself and takes another puff of his pipe and blows it out slowly. He's like, I'm sorry, alright? You can go make more kids, but I can't bring you back the ones you already lost unless you learn to do a little necromancy. Which, like, even I'm not that insane. You don't get back a body without a soul. Unless you plan on dealing with some of those undead type of folks, it's not gonna go. Look, I tried. I did. I can't take it back.
I'm gonna run my hand through my curly hairs and my bunny ears and say, well, under the guise of my memories being gone, I'm willing to forgive you for now. It seems like you may have been trying to warn who I once was.
I mean, that's all I ever tried to do with any of you. It's not like her. I actually make you guys the natural way. Making you guys with magic tends to fuck up things. He gives a wry smile and says, I'll try my best to look out for you, but packs are packs, and I can't go breaking all of them, otherwise the others will start breaking a lot more. But we kinda can't have, you know, the spreading.
Well,
That'll
you-
probably be bad.
is your son going around potentially causing mischief gonna cause anything?
I mean, it depends on what kind of mischief. Are you gonna do the murder mischief or the prank mischief?
Whatever comes my way, I suppose.
I would highly recommend not the murder mischief, alright? I already got that other guy breathing down my balls.
You know I'm joking.
Yeah, I do. See? Look at us. And he makes a hand gesture. Family bonding. And he offers you his pipe.
I suppose I'll take it.
And so you do. You take it and you breathe in and roll a d20 for me.
Oh boy. Frank, don't do this to me again, okay?
No, you don't do this to us.
And Hadriel explodes, everyone dies at the end.
I mean, y'all die.
Everyone dies
I won't be alive as a ghost.
No, y'all have ghost friends.
I got a 7.
Seven?
I will be
Damn
truly
it, Frank.
undead.
Alright. Alright. Are you listening?
Yes.
First 7 out of 20. You better have a fucking pen as I look through my notes.
Oh, shit. 7 out of 20. Notepad, hurry.
Smokescreen, sight, invisibility, firecracker, rage, ghost out, polymorph. You remember the first 7 out of 20 possibilities that can happen to you whenever you take the first swig of your flask.
Oh, I really wish I got a 20.
Damn.
I managed to get all of them down, though.
Cool.
Nice.
Also,
I mean,
this
it's
is
not as
recorded.
if this isn't. Yeah, this is recorded.
This is recorded.
I was really panicking there, I forgot.
I know, keeping you on your toes, eh? And he grins at you. This Cheshire Cat mischief grin says, "See, I'll help you. I want you to survive, kid. You're way too much fun to me alive." And he takes back his pipe, gives you a wink, takes a really big puff of smoke, and blows it out, obscuring your vision until you fall into a hazy sleep. Say cool things.
Haze drill sleep, get it?
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I will. Never mind.
I will take back those gifts of yours. And
You
you
want
will
me to touch him?
suffer.
Emotional damage.
I mean, it's only if you want to touch him, man.
Nah.
I mean, you're gonna be in his personal space.
Remember what
doing
happened to the
whatever
Oh
last
shit,
person that
can I?
touched me?
Wait, can I kill a demigod?
Theoretically, you can kill anything if you try hard enough.
No, wait, like just by touching Hadriel?
You don't know how this shit works yet, but theoretically, yes.
Better be careful,
If
one's
you
gonna be
touch
crashing
things
down like
enough-
Majora's Mask.
You're not
Oh my
worth
gosh.
that much. Anyway. Lizbit! You find yourself in a blank space. And in that blank space, you see 2 figures holding hands. Each of them has one singular wing. One of them has this massive plumage, this one singular wing that's that of like a condor. And the other one has these tiny wings, kind of like a pigeon. And one looks at you with these red eyes, and the other... Wait, do they have both eyes? Gotta double check my notes! Yeah, they do. And the other one looks at you with pink eyes, and they speak and say, "Hello. We're glad you made it out okay."
Well, I'm glad too. Mind me who you are?
They glance at each other, and the one on the left, which is the one with the pink eyes, holds out a hand, and this soft singing sound comes from their palm as a ball of energy glows in their hand, and they say, "I am the one who heals, the one who saves those who have been left to annihilation. I serve I serve her. Is it her? I gotta double check. It might not be that. I gotta double check. Yeah, it's a her. Well, it's a they. It's a them. I serve them as their mercy. And the other one, their hand glows, and it's this putrid, horrific scream as black energy forms in their hand. They say, I am the one who exacts revenge and punishes those who need to be punished, to wipe the scorn from this world. I am vengeance, and we are your patrons.
Okay, so you're the ones talking to me in my head.
They nod.
I'm gonna give like a tiny bow.
The pink one, lets out like a man, it's a slightly huskier voice, but it lets out this giggle. And the other one has a more feminine voice, and she kind of grunts. And, they say, the dark one looks at you with this with these dark red eyes and says, you didn't deliver the finishing blow.
The what?
You
You guys caught on to the fact that we don't remember stuff.
They both cocked their head curiously and said, well, you did go up against the... You are very lucky to have survived, but there's still much work to be done. You need to regain your memories. Otherwise, you'll be gone for good next time. But back to the matter at hand, if you want to gain back more memories, you need to pay your pact. And the other one, the menacing one, lets go of the slider one's hand and starts looming over towards you. And you notice that though they have one wing, the other one seems to be broken at the stump. Nothing but a few twiddly feathers and bone. You can't make much out of their visage, but they lean towards you. And they say, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
That's what they say.
No. They say,
end of dream.
You didn't kill the dryad. She had it coming. And I asked you to take from her. Roll history.
Oops. But I got a +2, so...
What is it?
Not much. 6 + 2, 8.
You briefly recall your encounter with the tree woman and how the visage of this rotting, you saw this, crow skull looming over the, dryad, and the voice telling you to take from her and to make her suffer. And, the menacing woman narrows her eyes and says, You pay your pact by doing as we tell you to. If we give you a target, you need to go after them, either to give pain or to heal from it. Too many failures, and we'll strip you of your power, because clearly you don't want revenge that much.
Hold. We're having massive frame drops. Give it a minute.
Oh fuck. How long has that been going on?
Just started.
Is something in front of the router?
Give me a moment. I'm gonna go check.
I checked before we started and I moved everything.
Good, that gives me time to get my thoughts in order. Everything happened so fast!
Has Kai been cutting out for everyone, or is that just me?
It's just
What?
you.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me that. That makes me scared.
Okay. Well, no, it's just me. So,
Everyone hydrate!
all right.
Been drinking some apple snapple.
Let me try to fit.
God, Arrow just cut out hard for me.
Say
Yeah, you guys are cutting out for me, so I'm gonna be a second. Give me just a second.
comes back waving a piece of pizza.
Honey?
Bitch.
Nothing in front of the router. Still getting a little bit of frame droppage. So I don't know what's going on.
Could it be the time? How long we've been doing this?
It could be. It's been a while. We're over the 2.5 hour mark.
We'll wrap it up soon.
Yep. So, the entities explain that to you, and they say, your pact relies on doing as we say in terms of mercy and vengeance. Do you understand?
Understand perfectly. Listen to the voices in my head.
The softer one chuckles and says, you'll remember soon enough. I promise. She's just a little frustrated. You gave her a real scare. And the feminine one bristles and says, shut up. And your dream slowly fades out as the two resume their positions of being next to each other, hand in hand, and they fade out of existence for you. Did I get everyone?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't dream and you technically already had it. Anyway, with that, I think
Thank you,
we're good.
everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
More.
I know you want more, but we can't. It's fucking... It's 11 o'clock for
guess
DJ.
time. Guess time.
3 hours.
I've
No,
sobered up. I
it's
think.
time for people to guess.
Oh yeah.
Oh yay!
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yes, give me
I
your guesses.
has a couple questions.
Okay.
Okay. Question number one isn't really a guess, but does our characters know the cryptic hints that you left in the Discord? Like, do we know that or no?
Yes, subconsciously you're aware of them kind of as like fleeting thoughts, kind of like if you remember, oh shit, I did take Barbara out to lunch yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Alright. And second, this is a guess. Is my class an Oathbreaker?
Roll wisdom.
Okay. Wisdom's +1.
Suppose that's
Alright.
better than nothing happens.
17 plus 1 is 18.
You feel this has less to do with your class and more to do with your race. Something happened to you when you broke some sort of oath, and whatever oath that was, it was very taboo.
Okay, that gets me nowhere.
Yep.
Alright.
My
I have
cat's
a
Am I
back on your
maybe-
lap.
I have.
Oh, go ahead, Aaron.
Alright. Does that mean. Is my race. Am I a blood cursed?
What is a blood curse? 'Cause
The
that
Okay,
might
answer is
be
We'll take
no.
that as a no. Yeah.
Hang on.
Research. All
Because
the
hang
research
on,
from
let
that
me
thing.
let you let me know you let me tell you something. Sometimes the D&D app that I use doesn't list the same things to avoid copyright. So for
Oh.
example, I have Hadriel listed as a hairfolk instead of a Haragon.
Oh, got it.
So what
Alright.
did you say it was? Motherfucker?
A
Blood
blood curse is
urine?
No, blood cursed is, or for at least what I saw, was someone who has been cursed by either a deity or someone like a strong power through their
Oh,
bloodline.
these are blood hunters. That's a class.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
Again, less to do with your class, more to do with your race. So far, you are so far away from your fucking race or your class.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Anything else?
From who? From Aaron or from everyone?
Everyone.
Before I died, was I a fighter?
You feel a large section of your mask crack as you
Yeah.
remember.
Damn.
Oh, fuck. That's why. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. So, wait. Oh, shit. Oon, your mask doesn't just crack. It cracks in half. It falls off.
Oh shit!
You figured out the 3 components, which means I gotta fucking draw that tomorrow. And you'll get to see that next episode.
No!
Fuck you.
I wait a week.
Fuck you. Hang on. I know how to make this an even bigger fuck you.
No!
Everyone look at my screen. There we go.
Oh.
Fuck you.
You still have
No,
the
it's
scene
happening.
thing
Yeah,
up.
you still have the scene changed.
Yeah, I know, because I don't have anything for this. It's the end of the stream, and I don't have Oon's fucking thing drawn, so she'll
Fair
get to
enough.
know it next stream, Scream, the movie.
So I'm guessing I failed in leading the pack and probably killed my pack.
Roll wisdom.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
No,
Dice are bullshit.
you're the family disappointment.
Oh my god!
You don't know why you're the family disappointment, but you are.
Eh.
Anyone else?
I think.
Yeah. The druid that deity mentioned, was that the same as the person in that memory that I got at the very beginning? The one where I had to make the decision between healing the child and eradicating the filth.
No. No.
No?
No, they are not. You feel a section of your mask heal.
Oh?
No, no.
What does that mean?
Means it's the opposite. It's not correct at all.
You're so incorrect that your mask is reforming.
Isla, I'm gonna give you a guess. It happened in like episode 2 or 3 after you found Hadriel.
Wait, what?
I'm
Isla.
not gonna fucking-
Druid.
Oh,
Hey.
shit, okay.
Sounds like you're
I'm
going to
gonna
have to go back
kill
and rewatch stuff.
I'm I'm gonna fucking
No,
kill
I
you.
think I know. My memory's worse than Lizbit's.
Okay, cool. Cool. Anyone else?
Kai, check your
Yeah.
DMs.
I have a question about the entity that I saw. Do I care for them?
Roll wisdom.
Oops. Hang on. Do I have my wisdom modifier?
I don't know.
Let me check. My wisdom modifier, I do not have.
Cool.
And I got a 6.
Let's fucking pull up fucking Boon wisdom.
It's probably gonna be negative.
Oh, you're a druid.
True.
Said you got a 6?
Yeah, I got a 6.
She seems cool. She seems to regard you in a fond manner. And there's nothing hostile about her. Just minus maybe her gigantic size.
Was she the voice that I heard in my head?
Yes.
Okay.
How old am I? Can I know?
Roll a d20.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. And you get a fuck. And you get a fuck. 19.
D.
You're in maybe your early 30s.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Cool. Anyone else?
It's like more of a question, I guess, than a guess. But am I 6'5" at my head or with my ears?
You're 6'5" at your head. With your
Okay.
ears, you're 6'10".
Nice.
Okay.
And Wolfie, do you think Boon might be part mind goblin?
I'm not answering that question.
Damn it! Oh, I thought I'd get you.
You gotta try harder than that.
She got me before the stream, and I tried to get her back.
She did. The fucking goblin.
You know, I could have taken that and used it against you, right?
I tried to be so nonchalant about it.
Dude, it's me. It's me. You're not gonna get me unless I'm not paying attention.
I thought it was perfect because the character is a goblin.
It was a
This is
good
worse.
attempt. Oh.
It was worse than dragons. Alright, anyone else?
Isla messaged you in the
Huh?
general. Isla messaged
That's
you in
fine.
general.
That can be looked at after.
He's talking to him.
I have no guesses because head empty.
Yeah. I guess another good question would be, well, yeah, we probably still need to guess because I don't know fucking shit about myself. I was gonna say, do I really need to anymore?
You probably
I
can.
mean, there's certain information you can get. There's certain information that you're gonna have to trigger for story.
Right.
Fucking playing by video game logic.
Do I have long hair?
No, basically your hair is the same as in the promo picture. So it's
Is it in
like, huh?
Sorry, I was wondering, is it in like a ponytail or something?
No,
Okay.
you just have
I
naturally short hair.
I have a question.
What?
How long I was dead? Like I was in hell. I died.
You were in hell?
Well, not hell or whatever. I'm 44 years old, but I'm also 6 months old. That's one of the hints that I got. Does that mean that something happened and Boon died? That I died?
Roll Roll wisdom. This might be history, actually. Roll history.
Okay. I don't know what my history thing is. Oh, I got a 20. Okay.
You got a nat 20.
I got a nat 20.
You focus on that thought, which you'll probably have to focus on it when you're actually awake, but you think you remember being chased. You were running from something, and you were running through some woods, and then you felt something inside of you explode. And you fell and were gasping for life and calling out to somebody. Somebody was holding your hand at that time.
Oh my god, is that why I like holding people's hands?
Maybe.
Okay,
And
so...
You
Okay.
can't remember their face, but you knew them fondly. You knew them as a kindness, and you felt the presence of the forest. And then you slipped into the earth. And then you woke up again, and it was daylight.
Interesting. Was that person Shale?
Could have been Shale. Shale's a bird.
As far as we know.
Yeah, as far as you know.
Okay. Interesting. So I don't know why I'm a tiefling. Or demon. Am I a demon and not a tiefling?
Roll nature.
Okay.
I thought we already went over this.
We did.
We did outside of chat.
Oh, okay.
Fuck. I got another 20. Okay.
You sense that you were just a regular goblin before, but after your death, you woke up as a tiefling. You know you're a tiefling because... Well, actually, you wouldn't quite know, but you know you were different. You know that you felt the infernal blood coursing through you, and you felt... safe. You felt great pain and grievances. As you... Wait a minute. Oh, fucking hell. You feel your mask crack off.
Off? Hell yeah.
God, fucking damn it.
Oh,
As you remember that presence seeping into your soul, being threaded by thorns and leaves and holly bushes, and becoming one with yours, and waking up in daylight.
interesting.
But motherfucker, that's 2 of you in a row.
I'm assuming that this is, this is all a dream sequence that I'm seeing right before I wake up. And I sit up.
Basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's what's happening. That bitch is transmuting that dream into you, and it's gonna cost her a fucking lot.
Oh.
Oh, it's gonna cost her a lot. Oops.
Oh.
Well, cool. You don't know what happened, but it's not great.
Oh, no.
Fuck you. And you get a fucking,
no.
you get a fucking, you get a fucking, you get a fucking.
So
Sage, why are you back in my lap?
Is there anything I can do to make it so she doesn't get hurt?
You fucking know.
Okay.
Did I get booted from my pack and ended up trying to protect Un?
Roll wisdom.
17.
No. Better not fucking pull a hat trick, motherfucker. Where's your wisdom? Where's your fucking wisdom? Where's your fucking wisdom? Pull me at the mouth. Boon!
Huh.
Roll a d20 for me!
Okay. 14.
I think this is
You feel strongly about these feelings. Not so much you got booted, but you were like, fuck you, Dad, and ran away. And for some reason you met Un. You don't know why, though.
Okay. You sound a
This
little
rage is not legitimate. I'm trying to contain my giddiness because you're all so smart.
She's so proud of us.
I am, and it's infuriating, kind of like that mom who doesn't want to admit they're right, but also like your kids are fucking blossoming.
Alright, I have one question. Is the being who I broke the oath to, apparently, what's it called? Is she possibly a god of the third world?
Roll history.
Okay. Do I know my history
Because-
modifier?
Because you're right, but you don't know how you're right.
I got 15, and I don't know my history modifier.
You're probably very smart. 15 plus 1. You faintly remember something about one of the 14 gods. A legend that was tied to her. Something about a great and terrible war that was brought on by an immense nightmare. And by the end of it, this goddess turned into gold as her gift consumed her. But you're not quite sure why or how. The details are fuzzy. You
So
do know
then-
that this is partially the reason why gold is considered a taboo metal.
Okay. Is that so then for the quote, let me scroll to it real quick.
Stop it,
To
Tork!
bleed
Can 5.
I'll fucking kill you!
Fucker.
Alright. To bleed is to offend, is to wish, is to remember the forgotten gods of the third world. So is my blood ability a gift from that god? And then because I broke the oath, that's why to bleed is to offend her?
Roll wisdom. Actually, no, this will be another history roll.
Alright. 14 with modifier.
You feel the gift is more of a curse. But you also feel you had to.
Okay.
And that's all I'm gonna tell you on that.
Okay. That's all the questions I had anyways.
Cool. What's happening? Who's there? Who are you? You're the cat. How are you back in my lap, Sage? I know you want me to go to
Wants
bed.
love.
I know she does. She won't go outside anymore. Alright, anyone else?
Do
Do I?
do
Oh my
I?
God.
So, I remember you saying that there is an unrequited love familial connection. Did I love Un, but to them I was like the family pet?
Kinda.
That sounds horrible. You made me sound like a bitch.
You can
Yeah,
fucking
but
date them
yeah.
if you want, but I'm not gonna force you to because of your fucking you shit.
I'm also
What?
a dog, so family pet.
Did you not hear a single fucking thing that woman told you, Tork?
I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch. I was focused on the frames dropping.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna
You
kill you, fucking
are
root beer
not-
sipping.
Rupert's.
We have entered.
You are not-
We have entered fucking the era of fucking Am I a Dog movie 6. We have now the shot tornado in that shit. Fuck yeah, bitches! Maybe I'll actually cut this time. Who knows? My cat's freaking out.
Well, maybe stop yelling.
No! Don't shut me up.
Are you okay?
I am perfectly fine. What do you ask?
Okay.
I'm still fucking green, motherfuckers. It's called I have ADHD energy, and it comes out in small, stupid bursts.
Fair enough.
Does anyone have any more questions?
Am I a magic user? Like, do I use magic at all?
Roll Arcana.
ACC.
3-hour mark.
17!
You don't have spells as much as they are abilities.
Okay.
There's slime on my...
I am now in need of your mask with that anime pissed off face mask. Piss off face mask.
What?
Mark.
Isla's texting me. I wish you would all just fucking say it. Just say what you're thinking. I'm a slow reader and my eyes are terrible.
So, no, that little, like, red pulsating mark thing that anime characters get when they get pissed off.
A vein?
Oh, it's like
don't have to
triangles,
just
but
show
the sides are
here.
curved.
I know what it is. It's a vein. It's fucking... Doskitai no to switch the screens to the fucking drawing tablet to go live. Fuck you. But
Are we still
this-
streaming?
Yep.
yes, we are.
Okay.
Fuck everyone. You get to fucking exist here. You bastards.
3
Oh my
hours
gosh.
in.
You can't
This,
fucking-
Isla?
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit.
We should probably wrap up soon.
No, fuck it. Everyone gets to suffer.
It's almost midnight.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, never
It's only-
mind.
DJ,
40 for
DJ
me.
needs to go to bed.
Yeah, you are fucking drunk.
I'm not drunk anymore. I'm just tired.
It's bedtime. for
Hangover
DJ.
time.
It's time to suffer.
I didn't drink that much.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, you'll feel
You're
it.
20 fucking 4?
You're 24?
Yeah.
God, I feel so unsuccessful.
You sound 30.
That's offensive.
I sound 30?
Hey, Kai. How do you think I feel?
Oh shit, am I
Fair.
23? Hold on.
I'm 25 over here.
Hey, I'm 25 too. I turned 25 in September.
I turned 25
year is
next
it?
month. It's
It is
2020.
2022.
He is
today.
drunk. Holy.
I'm 20. I'm 23. I'll
Oh,
be
I feel
24 in
worse.
January.
Thank you.
Yeah, you sound a lot older. Kai, you sound a lot younger. Tork, you sound...
I'm 24.
Go ahead, hit me with it. I know what everyone says I am, so hit me with it.
No, I don't... You sound confusing. I don't know what age you sound like.
A toddler.
You- No, like, you have, like...
Good.
like, no,
You sound young, but you old at the same time.
Wawa! Wawa!
No,
I don't like that. I don't
Guess
like
we
that at
just-
all.
So
Kai
take
said I
pictures,
need
Kai
to
Kai.
drink Wawa.
Just draws.
I didn't do my Inktober prompt
So
today.
okay,
I'm gonna
drink your
do it
root
tomorrow.
beer.
Aaron sounds
Okay.
older than they are.
Eat your
So
peas,
does
son.
Isla. You sound a little younger.
Isla is technically younger than Tork.
No,
Yeah.
I know, but like,
Isla's 23.
yeah,
And
younger than 20.
I'm the youngest in the group at a big old 18 years old.
Oh my god.
What's
And
that
when
design?
I first joined, I was 17 when I first joined this.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
24.
now you're of legal age, which means we can fucking murder you hardcore. And
Yeah,
maybe
well-
do other things.
Figuratively. Figuratively.
Well,
What?
let me
Don't worry,
that
we're
godly
just
choke.
figuratively.
For legal reasons, that is a
Well-
joke.
Yes.
Well, technically, Kai can't kill me if she's in Texas.
No, but Kai the God can kill you.
There you go.
Yeah. I know the gods from the
She-
third world. She killed me in my dream. Or at least tried to.
Everybody dies.
Is
Oh,
my
you-
bracelet binding me to this body?
roll wisdom.
At this point, I'm just waiting until Hadriel actually remembers his kids and snaps and tries to kill his dad.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
18.
You don't have a lot of them left. 18? What did you ask again?
Is my bracelet binding me to this body?
No, it's a homing thing. Fuck you.
It's a friendship
cat's-
bracelet.
Kinda. It's you get the feeling it's made with your own hair and baby teeth.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
So, is it-
my.
That does sound in, like... it
But
sounds
they're
more like a-
human teeth, and I'm a dog werewolf, which means it comes from a body I'm not in.
I believe you are correct. I'm hungry.
I fucking need a piss.
I'm hungry.
So I was
I'm
once
gonna go
human.
The
Get
one
my
with more
sandwich.
kids than me.
You're a complicated deal. You're a complicated deal,
No,
Tork.
kidding,
Fucking
right?
It was a complicated deal. None of you are as you seem.
Is Toreen a dog?
Am I a dog that was once human?
I'm not telling you shit, motherfucker. You're all out of questions. Tune in next time as I fucking get progressively more unhinged.